One. Hi, this is Bob at AE Stanton. Escasso is a Spanish machine manufacturer that's been making espresso machines since 1962, and very shortly after that we started servicing them and carrying spare parts. Now we're selling them and we're distributing them as well, so we've really got a very good relationship with this company. I want to talk to you about the best-selling domestic machine, which is the Escasso Dream. Here it is. Let's have a look at some of the features. In order to operate it, the first thing that we need to do is to fill the water tank. There, it very easily just pulls out, pop it back in when it's got water in. Best to actually filter the water with one of the devices which gets the calcium out of the water. Plug it in, switch it on. The machine itself has got three buttons. It's got an on-off button, a steam button and a coffee button. So that's really all that we need to do. Now I've had the machine on for a few minutes and the steam is ready to go. So let's make a cappuccino and see how we get on. The milk that I'm using is fresh, cold, semi-skimmed. I could equally use skimmed milk or full-fat milk. They all foam very nicely. I've filled the jug just to the level of the bottom of the sort of little notch where the spout starts, so it's about a third full. I've got this little plastic thing which enables me to move the steam on without burning myself. I put the steam wand just into the surface of the milk. I open the steam, and just with the steam wand beneath the surface of the milk, I allow the volume of the milk to increase. And I know that it's ready, of course, when the jug is full, but I can also tell by testing the temperature, putting my finger on the side of the jug as well, so that when it gets a little bit too warm to handhold comfortably, I know that the milk is ready. There it is, that the volume of the milk in the jug is increasing. I can see some small bubbles. I don't want big bubbles when I'm foaming milk. And as the volume of the milk fills up towards the top of the jug, and it becomes nice and warm, I can now turn off the steam tap. I can set the milk aside. There it is. Quite small bubbles, quite a shiny surface. Quite professional the way that works. And now one very nice feature of the Dream is the temperature gauge. And here you can see that it's indicating quite a high temperature. It's about 300 degrees, and what that means is that there's both pressure and steam in the boiler. So we don't want that for making espresso, so we will turn off the coffee and we'll turn off the steam, so that we've got a procedure we're going through. I'll remove the filter holder and I will place a jug underneath there just so that we can catch the water that comes out of the head of the machine, pushing the steam out, and I'll turn that off. Now the temperature gauge will gradually start to fall and we're ready to make our coffee. I've got some nice fresh ground coffee beans here. This is the filter holder from the machine. I'm going to put a couple of spoonfuls of this coffee into the filter holder. And then use the tamper that's provided with the machine. Press down firmly in order that the top of the coffee is flat. Put it into the machine, just like that. And now let's take that out of the shot so it's not interfering with your sight, and then we simply put the coffee on and we're going now to make the espresso. And just look how thick and rich that crema is, but it's also very even. That's one of the beautiful things about this machine. We've got enough in now for our cappuccino. If we were just making espresso, of course we'd use a smaller cup, but just look at those dark, rich colours. And then in order to turn it into the cappuccino, we come back to this milk that I had previously prepared, give it a nice bang to make sure that the bubbles are smooth, and then simply add the foam. At AE Stanton, we have a service centre for these machines, so that we are able to look after you as a customer throughout the life of your Escasso dream coffee machine.